Alright, what's up guys? Austin here from Flat 4 Crew, and today I'm going to be doing the full review on my 2013 STI. So I have a 2013 STI, if you don't already know. I bought it brand new about 2 years ago. It'll be 2 years in July, and pretty much started modding it right after I bought it. About 2 weeks after I bought it, I already had a cat back on it, and it just kind of went from there. So I'm not going to go too much in depth of how it went down. I'm just going to kind of tell you what it has as it sits right now. Made myself a little note here too, just so I don't forget anything. But anyway, I'm going to start off with the exhaust. It has a Killer B version 3 header with uppipe, NVIDIA catted downpipe with divorce wastegate and the extra O2 bung for the wideband. And NVIDIA N1 dual catback with the titanium tips, and it sounds great. I love it, especially wide open throttle. It's pretty loud. Also, I guess I'll put this in the exhaust. I'm running a Blouch Dominator 1.5 XTR turbo, 8cm hot side. Went with the 8cm just because I'm still on the stock internals and you know, stock red line and everything, so I didn't need the 10. But I mean, I still hold power all the way to redline and boost, so it actually worked out pretty good. The intake, I have a KS Tech 73mm cold air intake, powder coated wrinkle red. You know, big MAF housing, just because, I mean, I probably didn't need it right now, but I just in case I did get it, in case I do more to the car. And I like it. It's a good system. It fit great. It was done really nice. I like it a lot. I have the Grimspeed top mount intercooler with the black thermal paint, and I had the TGV deletes done by ECS Performance. They actually do it in-house. They got them. They did a really great job. You know, they came out great. They even painted them, so I was pretty happy with that. And I guess I'll put this in there too. I have a Grimspeed electronic boost controller. For the fuel system, I have a DW65C fuel pump. I have an Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator, IAG fuel lines and rails, and ID 1000cc injectors. Really like the fuel line kit and the rails. They're real nice. And I also turned it into a parallel system, so I got rid of the terrible stumble that the GRs have, which mine was terrible, but it's gone now, and it drives perfect. Also, oh, I forgot this too. I guess part of the intake, I have a Moroso air oil separator as well. It works really good. It gets a lot of crap out of the motor that would normally get filtered back in. So if you don't have one, I would definitely recommend buying one because it actually works really good. For the suspension, I have Eibach front and rear sway bars, 25mm in the rear, 22 in the front, and I have Carboy end links all around, and I have white line rear sway bar braces. Definitely tightened it up a lot. I have the rear set to hard and the front set to soft. It corners great, a lot better than stock. It's kind of stupid actually how good it corners now. Got rid of a lot of the understeer, and it sticks really good. I like it a lot. For transmission, obviously it's still stock transmission, but I do have the competition stage 2 clutch put in, and I had a brand new STI flywheel put in as well. For the wheels, I have STI Spec C wheels that I bought from a Subaru dealer out in Colorado. I'm not going to try to say the name because I will destroy it. But I got a good deal on them, and I liked them. They were actually gray they were like a dark metal gray, just like the car, and I actually plastic dipped them vintage gold, and I like it a lot. It looks really good. And just the stock Dunlops for the tires. For the interior, I have a JCS 3-pillar gauge pod for the 8-pillar, and I'm running a Defi boost gauge and a Defi pressure gauge, which is for my oil pressure, and I have an AEM Uego air fuel ratio gauge. Also have a Cobb Axis Port version 3, and I also have a Carboy short throw shifter and the shifter bushings as well. I love the shifter. It's really nice. Even even over the STI short throw, it's just way better. So for the exterior, exterior is pretty much stock. Didn't really do anything besides I've had my headlights painted. I did them myself. I like it a lot. It came out pretty good for a first shot, and I have the Grimspeed front license plate relocation kit. Other than that, the outside is pretty much stock. I'm not trying to make it flashy. I'm going for more of a sleeper look, so I'm probably not going to mess with the exterior too much. So the car was tuned by Paul up at ECS Performance. The guy's a genius. He knows what he's doing. He's so good. I mean, he has people from all over the country come to him to tune their cars, and it shows. I'm pretty sure I mentioned before, I'm still on the stock internals. They have a Mustang dyno at their shop, and the car made 330 wheel horsepower and 348 wheel torque at 22 pounds of boost. So granted, I mean, if you know anything about dynos, Mustangs are the lowest reading dynos that they make. Any other dyno would probably run 360-ish, give or take. The car definitely pulls hard. It's fast. I love it. It's a lot of fun to drive. But I don't have any issues with the driving. I mean, as long as I get a good tank of gas, I always monitor feedback knock, and I mean, I rarely get any readings. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I've done to my car. You know, it's not something that happened overnight. It took a long time. You know, it's not easy to do. It's just a very expensive hobby. You know, I don't have much money saved up. I spend a lot of it on my car. Fortunately, I did 99% of the work myself. The only thing I didn't do was the clutch. I didn't have the space and I didn't have the time, so I let someone else do it. But other than that, I mean, I had all the turbo, everything, I ran all the fuel lines myself, the fuel pump, I did all that. I had the whole motor ripped apart, you know, last summer when I did it, and I enjoy doing it. So I don't mind spending my money on my car. You know, it's better than drugs or alcohol or, you know, gambling, whatever. I mean, at least I'm making something out of myself. But yeah, you know, it took a lot of time and effort, a lot of long nights, a lot of long nights, frustration and everything like that. You know, it's not easy to do. So, you know, I'm not saying, you know, you can't do it or no one can do it, but it's not easy. You know, I've worked really hard to get to where I am at and to have this car. I mean, I bought this car myself at 22 years old, and I've done all the parts, you know, all the work, all the parts I bought myself. You know, it's not easy. It was a lot of, you know, overtime working and stuff like that. You know, I'm not saying that anyone can't do it, but it's just not, you know, it's not easy. If there's anything you want me to get more in depth with, leave a comment, and you know, I'll try to make a video. I'm gonna do like another, you know, few videos like on the killer bee headers, and maybe a few in the turbo, maybe some stuff like that. I know a lot of people have questions about equal length headers, so I'm actually gonna do a full video on that, just to get more in depth with it. But yeah, so that's pretty much just going to wrap it up today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and definitely subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.